Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are working more on my retro tropical island. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've restarted this island a bajillion times already. This is, I think, the 5th time of restarting, and not because I didn't like what I had done in the previous live streams that we did on this island. It's because I wanted to find a different map. So originally the map had a plaza that was really close to the airport, which was actually becoming an issue to be able to create this highway that you're seeing today. So on my last video that I posted, we did a highway that works for any city core theme, and many of you said you wanted me to implement this onto my tropical island that is the retro tropical that we've been working on. So obviously I want y'all to get as much inspiration and just ideas for your own island. So I said whatever, we'll just restart it again. They'll understand, hopefully. So I ended up recreating that highway. I still have a lot more to do, so if you want to see kind of like what to expect transitional wise, feel free to check out the other videos. But my goal is to recreate basically the same angled entry that we had before, but I'm gonna make some changes just because the plaza is definitely in a different location this time around. Hopefully, with that being said, all this goes well and we will have some more progress on the island on my next video. Also, a quick update just before we start talking about what today's video is going to consist of. Many of y'all know that I have been fighting COVID for a few weeks now. I have been super late on my content due to this, and today is the best that I have felt in a very long time. Hopefully you can hear it in my voice, but I am feeling so much better. Now, I'm still experiencing a lot of exhaustion, so I'm waiting for that to pass. So hopefully that definitely goes away quickly so I can be back to my normal happy self. I'm trying my best to get back on content and posting again pretty regularly. I usually will post every couple of days on my channel, but as many of y'all know, when I'm not sick, I'm also a parent in real life. So it honestly just depends on my kiddo if she allows me to even play Animal Crossing. But hopefully we'll be back to posting often again. So if you're new to my channel, I apologize that I have been not posting that much lately, but welcome to the channel. And I just want to say again, thanks for the love and support during this exhausting last few weeks, but hopefully again we are back on our normal routine. So enough about me, let's talk about what today's video is all about. So many of you have been requesting for me to basically remake a lot of TROPIKITCH's store codes for 2.0. If you're not sure who TROPIKITCH is, I will have her linked in the video's description. I definitely recommend checking her out because every single code today I'm using is created by her. So her codes have always been a really great inspiration to the community, and she did this amazing tropical theme using these codes. We actually toured her island on my channel too, and I'll also have that tour linked in the video's description as well, just so you can kind of see what her version of the shops look like. So again, we are going to be recreating all of her stores as long as I have the space, because I'm using angled roads, that is. But today we are going to be working on a music and coffee store, so hopefully this will bring you a ton of inspiration for your island, especially for using her codes too. So once we get the main base of our music store done, I'm going to be covering the bottom of the wide display shelf with the item called Short Simple Panel, and then I decided to customize this with a metal design which I thought really complemented the metal outlining the store's logo. And then to finish off the top part of our store, we're going to be using the fancy bathroom counter backwards. Next, I'll just focus on some decorations in front of the store and also fill up the wide display shelf with some items to kind of bring the store's vibe to life. I'm pretty excited with how the first store turned out. I think it looks really realistic, and I think it also just suits the tropical vibe really well. I have no idea what we're going to be making on the left side of the store quite yet, so if you have any ideas, let me know. I was considering maybe like a truck unload area, so like lots of boxes and the truck items, so maybe that's what I'll do, and then have like a little dumpster area. I mean, when it comes to trash, you can't go wrong, and I love trash trash. I think that's my favorite item in this game. So anytime that I'm able to use any sort of trash item, I am definitely down for that. So now that we have our music store done, let's go ahead and give Brewster a cafe, since Nintendo decided yet again Brewster is not worthy of having his own cafe on our island. So I think my goal after today's video is to do some sort of terraforming behind this, just to add more dimension to the build and be able to plant more trees behind all of our stores. So I'm definitely going to be doing some sort of an inclined area behind these, just for like a nice transitional spot. So definitely keep that in mind if you are following this video for your own island. That is how I'm definitely going to be transitioning behind this. I just want to be able to connect and blend out that highway build as best as I can. Next, we're going to blend out the rooftop with 3 black Nordic bookshelves, and I just really thought that this added a lot more dimension to the build, kind of like how the music store is using the fancy bathroom counter backwards. This is a similar idea, but just a different texture. I'm going very modern but cozy with the cafe. I may be using also some brown tones mixed into the black and white. I just think this ended up being a really pretty color palette, but still blending well with the colorful tropical aesthetic. For me personally, I feel like using a lot of black and dark tones kind of balances out all the color. I struggle with very colorful builds, not because I don't like them, it's just sometimes there's too much color for me and it overwhelms me a little bit. So having this contrast between the colors and all of that, I think is just a really beautiful and nice touch to islands like this. Now I'm just going to decorate the front of the cafe with some sitting areas. You can definitely decorate this whatever suits your island theme the best, but I really want to add as many cafe elements to this build as I can without it obviously not blending into the tropical vibes that we have going on. Next, I'm going to go ahead and frame the area in with some hedges and my favorite fence item lately called safety railing in the color black and brown. I just feel like this added a really nice modern touch and a little nice detail to the build overall, and kind of just framed in the sitting area. Now that our main buildings are all done, I'm going to add a few final details and we will do a quick walkthrough of today's video and also just my build progress in general. I hope today's video brought you so much inspiration for your Animal Crossing island. Let me know if you plan to recreate these buildings onto your island in the comment section below. I'm going to try to document this island as much as possible for those just needing, you know, a guide, especially if you're trying to recreate this island exactly. I know many of you have been asking for stuff like this and content around that in general ever since I stopped out of nowhere working on that Japanese island series. So my plan from now on is to just document this island as much as possible, or every time I build on my own personal island themes. That way you can kind of see how I'm decorating and transitioning areas. But overall, I'm very excited with how all of this is turning out and just the fresh start on the tropical island in general. I'm definitely going to be recreating a lot of builds that you saw from my previous live streams, so I will definitely be working on this some more once this video is over, and hopefully by next video you can kind of see where we're at. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.